This is One on One. Steve Adubato here with our good friend Joe Roth, who is the president and CEO of New Jersey Sharing Network. We are here, Joe, for a special event. This is the dedication. You can see outside. We'll be taking video of this. This is the Landscape of Life Meditation Garden. Long time coming. Describe what it is and why it matters so much.
Well, this is an effort of the staff of the Sharing Network through their employee giving fund to our New Jersey Sharing Network Foundation. And over time, they worked together as a committee to find a way to use this money for the purpose of honoring and recognizing donor families, recipients, and staff. And they came up with the idea of this meditation garden, which is just the most wonderful idea because many times we have families, donor families, or recipients who come here and they visit the office and they want a quiet area to sit and reflect, and this is just the place that it's going to do. It has running water, it has beautiful flowers and benches to sit on and so forth, and we think it's going to be an amazing addition to this great building that we have already.
Let's talk about this a little bit. The place is filling up. There are so many people that are coming to be a part of this dedication. This sharing network is, how many years, Joe?
29. It'll be 30 next year.
And we've been working with the sharing network in terms of public outreach, public awareness about organ and tissue donation. This day means what for this organization?
Well, it's another, part of our growth of this organization and our recognition of those that have made us successful, the donor families who have the donors who've given the ultimate gift of life. It also recognizes those people who are waiting to give them hope for getting a transplant, and also recognizes those who died while waiting, unfortunately, and couldn't get a transplant. And that's where our job still has fallen short, is saving lives of people on the waiting list.
Why do you say falling short, John?
Well, there are still people dying while waiting for an organ, and our job is to try and eliminate all the deaths on the waiting list. And we hope we're making progress on that. As you may know, remember, last year was one of our best years in history. We had a 37% increase in the number of transplanted organs. In 29 years, we never had done that much. So we're making progress, but there are still people who just aren't getting the organ in time, and they do pass away before that happens. And so our goal is to eliminate the deaths on the waiting list.
Talk about some of the folks who will be out here today. We're looking at some of the people who are part of building this extraordinary meditation garden. And by the way, real quick, the design of it, there's a Rutgers student who I think is going to be with us today as part of her master's thesis, designed this garden. Talk about that.
She was in the landscape architecture school. Her name is Muzi Lee. She put together the concept on her own and, with input from us, but this is all the project, it's a New Jersey homegrown effort, and she did a wonderful job. When you see this place, it flows so nicely and the plants just match, and it's all perennials, so it's going to take low maintenance, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful garden. It feels good when you walk in it. It's unbelievable.
And some of the folks who will be here, this is dedicated, this is for all those who have given so much. They have given the gift of life, as been said. There's a lot of cliches out there today, folks. That is not a cliche by any means. We're going to be talking to people today, surviving family members of children as young as 2, 14, 16, older, people who gave the gift of life by being organ and tissue donors. Their families will be meditating out there. It's to honor them, but also to those who received the gift of life. What is it for them, Joe?
Well, for them, it's also a way of recognizing that somebody, unfortunately, had to give up the ultimate gift of passing away to make an organ available for them to survive, but it's their way of showing appreciation for that gift. The recipients who are volunteers for this organization have been intimately involved in the creation of this beautiful garden for everyone to use for the purposes of meditation and thought and helping bring closure to grief and so on. So today we're going to have a mix of people, as you mentioned. We're going to have donor families who will be represented. We'll have recipients who will be represented. We have people who are waiting who will be here. We'll have
waiting for organs.
Waiting for organs. We'll have people here who've had like the chairman of my board, Bruce Goldstein, is a heart recipient. He will be here. We'll have members of the foundation board on also. So it'll be a great mix of the family of the Sharing Network, which will be a wonderful afternoon for us too, to celebrate the completion of this garden.
Final question. We're taping this in the heat of summer going into August 2016. Pretty hot outside, and I won't make this political at all. I'll just say that in our country today, there's a lot of strife, a lot of division, a lot of people who think it's very difficult, if not impossible, for people to come together. So I would be remiss if I didn't ask you or say to you, Joe, that every time we're together, there's this incredible feeling of unity, and people are fighting for, working for one thing, giving the gift of life. Am I making too much of that?
No, you're not at all. If the thing about our organization are our core values, we have dedicated, eager, compassionate, resourceful, and team-focused people, and they all work together to make the mission happen, saving and enhancing lives. And our staff are the most wonderful staff I could put up against any organization in the country. So in this organization, unity is one of the key aspects of our mission and our culture here. So
nobody asked what party you're voting for or against, right?
Yeah, I'm an eclectic pragmatist is what I...
Yeah. Joe, thank you for everything you do and your colleagues at the Sharing Network. And today's a big day, right?
Right. And thank you for all you do, Steve, and your organization. We really appreciate the partnership we've had with you too. So thank you very much.
We do the easy part. Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, Steve.